hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Hello everybody and welcome to another patch from Marvel Heroes 2016. This particular one is 2.03 and it comes on the heels of the release of Beast and Jubilee, as well as the biggest update ever that we had a couple of weeks ago. This is actually the implementation of something else that was on the test center a while ago, which is the updates to the boosts. So this is something that we've been waiting for quite a while, because let's face it, we had a whole lot of boosts and it was pretty ridiculous. But now everything is sort of consolidated, and we also have a new boost type. So now the boosts, as I mentioned, are all consolidated, or really consolidated, where we have a combination boost, a currency boost, an experience boost, and the shield supply boost. So the XP boost does exactly what it says. It gives you an increase to XP. The currency boost gives you a boost to pretty much every currency in the game, whether it's credits or Odin marks or merits from the danger room, anything along those lines. So you're going to be getting more of pretty much every currency. The combination boost is exactly what it sounds like, where it's a combination of the currency boost, the experience boost, and the shield supply boost. The newest thing is obviously this shield supply boost. This is actually a brand new type of boost that is a completely new XP bar that we have. So if we go down here to our bar and right click a couple of times, you'll see we have shield supply points. What happens is if we get one of these boosts, then we will use it and then we will start to accumulate these points. Normally you do not get them. You have to get these boosts. And once you start accumulating points, after you get 1,000,000 of the points total, then you will be granted a big shiny box of awesomeness, which will contain things like slot items, so the 1 through 5 items, the cosmic catalysts, we got pets, we got boss rewards, all sorts of different stuff. Or you can get really lucky and potentially get a costume or a hero along with it. Now, do not fret, because you don't actually have to pay for these. We can go and get them from Clea, the cube shard vendor, in the form of the Mark 1 fortune cards. They are a new, well, they sort of replace the entirety of the bottom tier, the common tier of these. I believe I've bought them all for the time being, so we refresh and we'll take a look. So here, if you look at the fortune cards, on the commons we can get a shield supply boost, an XP boost, or a currency boost. We can't get those combination boosts, but we can get the other 3. So we open them up here and you see there we got a currency boost and some infinity orbs. Very exciting. Alright. The other new thing that we can do with the previous boosts, all of the old boosts will still work the way that they are intended. So if you have the regular XP boosts, then you use them and you get the 2 hours. The other thing you can do is you can exchange any boosts that you have, whether in your stash or in your inventory, for vouchers. When you get the vouchers, then you're able to trade those in for the newer versions of the thing. So for example, I've got a bunch of rarity drops in my stash, so we'll just sell off a few of those, and then when we close out, open these up, and we get some of these vouchers. And we just hop over to this guy, and then we can buy a few of these fancy boosts. Okay, it's a really simple system. I personally like it. I like the fact that it's been really streamlined, but by far the best part about it is that while these individually will last for 30 minutes, it's nice because it's a combination of both the original boost style with the little cups and the bars. So the way that the bars worked is that they would stack, and the more you used, the better the amount you got. So you started with 100%, and then you got 150%, and then 200, etc., etc. And that's how the bars would normally work. Whereas with the cups, so you see the cups just last for 2 hours, and then the more you use, you get a higher stack. With these, you get 100, and then 150, 180, 190, 200. The way that these work is a combination of both, because you get half an hour, but then if you use multiples of them, not only do you get an increase in everything, where you get an additional stack, but you also get an increase in time. So you see here I've got my shield supply points for half an hour. I use another one, and I'm at rank 2 for 60 minutes. I use another one, I am now at rank 3 for 90 minutes. So it's a nice merging of the two systems. And again, with the shield supply points, the more you use, the more you're earning, the faster you're going to get those big, giant, awesome loot explosions. Incidentally, the only way that you earn the shield supply points is from defeating enemies. You can't get them from defeating the bosses. Well, you get them from defeating the bosses, but not from picking up orbs. You also don't get them from completing quests. It is only for defeating mobs. So that's essentially the new boost system. One thing to note as well is that we can no longer gift those giftable boosts that we had previously. So before we would have gift items of Rift, Sif, and XP boosts. Those are no longer available. So you got to go with the regular quote-unquote new boosts now. But I kind of like it. I like the balance between the previous two systems of the bars and the cups. I think that's kind of cool. But that aside, there's a couple of other major changes we have. First and foremost, with the Danger Room. The Danger Room is currently not scaling with the boosts, the shield supply boosts, so you're not going to get more XP for the higher difficulties. That's important to note. We also had some Danger Room and Muspelheim raid changes. Not too much, but just a couple of little things, like damage adjustments and things of that nature. The items, we had a few very big changes. One thing is we have a new vendor. We have Heartney of Asgard, where, I don't know about you guys, but I would always get frustrated trying to find Uru Forged and keeping them in my stash, and now I can finally get rid of them because we can actually go over here and purchase both the level 25 and level 50 versions of the Uru Forged. So we don't have to keep them in our stashes anymore, which is awesome. I think that is absolutely tremendously helpful. The team up heroes also got some changes where they now have some defense regardless of whether or not they've got items and a few other things. In addition, the current event that is going on is Valentine's Day, because next week is Valentine's Day. Hooray! We have the Spirit of Love boosts where if you get 5 of them you get a nice loot explosion. That includes the candies that you can sell to vendors and the Valentine's Day hearts, which you can also sell. So very, very exciting stuff. But with that, that'll be it for me, as well as the patch 2.03. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Go out, try it out, see what you think. Let me know what you guys think about the boosts. Go ahead and put any and all thoughts in the comments below. But with that, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.
Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my